sa DZRJ 8:10 AM, TriMedia Broadcasting Network. Ito ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ 8:10 AM. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Welcome to Author's Voice, a unique radio program for authors and aspiring authors to get tips, inspiration, and strategies on how to write and publish books. Author's Voice, hosted by Siya Nasino, a venue where you can get to know authors and their author stories. Every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here at DZRJ 8:10 a.m. TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Author's Voice. Ang mga manunulat, may boses na. Author's Voice. Kalahating oras ng inspirasyon and motivation mula sa mga Pinoy na authors. Alamin ang kanilang sekreto sa pagsulat at pag-publish ng libro. Sa pamumuno ng isa sa pinakakilalang author at motivational speaker sa bansa, Author's Voice.
With Siya Nasino.
Powered by Pochology Academy and Creative Voices Productions.
Isang mapagpala at mapagpalayang linggo po sa inyong lahat. Welcome sa isang oras ng inspiration, motivation at empowerment dito sa The Author's Voice. Hatid sa inyo ng Creative Voices at ng Pocholo Academy. At sa ngalan po ng aming founder at producer, ang nag-iisang voice master ng Pilipinas, Pocholo de Leon Gonzales, at ng aming co-host, ang book writing coach, Miss Siya Nasino. Ako po ang inyong happiness teacher at laughter yoga leader, Bryson Bonsol.
At ako po naman ay si Susan Vidal, ang inyong kitchen sink gospel teacher. Magandang umaga rin po sa inyong lahat. Happy Sunday po sa inyo.
Happy Sunday. Saan po ba tayo napapanood, Tita Susan, at napapakinggan?
Tayo po ay live over DZRJ 8:10 AM. Online streaming din po tayo sa www.trimedia.com and like us on Facebook, TriMedia. You can follow us also on Twitter at TriMedia and also on Instagram 8trimedia. Text line Viber po natin ay 0939-914-3988 and hotline is 412-0288. We are live simulcast DYME Masbate and 107.1 Power FM Puerto Princesa, Palawan and 97.1 Wow FM, Northern Palawan. Parang all over the Philippines tayo and over the world, all over the world.
At nice rin po naming magpasalamat sa atin pong program manager na si Mr. Nestor Doria at ang president po natin na si Miss Kay Dacer. Okay, magkumustahan muna tayo, Tita Susan. How are you?
Ay naku, busy rin.
Kumusta ang nakaraang linggo?
Ay, umakyat ako sa entablado sa trabaho ko sa Sun Life. Awardee ako, kaya pupunta ako
congratulations.
sa South Korea on the 13th to 17. Tapos kahapon, yun namang civic organization namin, yung Inner Wheel, we launch our 52nd National Convention that will be held February naman.
Okay,
so, yan ang mga
busy.
Oo, ikaw naman, Brian, ano pinagkakabalahan?
Araw-araw may talk, recollection. Ayan, kaya aking boses. Laughter yoga sa mga senior citizens. Ay, by the way, ngayon yata natin sinaselebrate yung Grandparents Day.
Oh, mga lola.
Kaya po sa mga lolo at mga lola, mabuhay po kayo. We greet you. Ang akin pong lolo, nag-iisang buhay na lolo na lang, si Lolo Papa Hob. Ang tawag namin sa kanya, si Papa Hob Galeno. Senior, hello po. Good morning.
Happy Lola and Lolo's Day today.
Ayan, okay. Sige, we always begin our slot, ang ating oras ng inspiration, motivation at empowerment sa pamamagitan ng joke.
Ayan, ba muna na mag-joke?
Ako na ba muna?
Di ba happiness teacher ka
Okay, sige,
diba?
sige. Alright, knock-knock to, Tita Susan. Knock-knock.
Oh, who's there?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga who?
Kung Lady Gaga ka sa feeling ng iba. Di ba?
Sige, pwede na.
Pwede.
Alam niyo po, itong si Bri, meron yata ang balak maging singer.
Pwede.
Last week sabi niya, Rudolph the Rain. Ano
kanta
nga?
si Olaf.
Ngayon naman, si Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Ako naman.
Sige.
Hindi ako magjo-joke.
Ano
Nagkukwento nga, batiin mo naman ang aking hair.
Ay, wow, oo nga. Always namang maganda ang inyong hair, Tita Susan.
Alam mo bakit gusto kong batiin? Gusto kong batiin ang aking hairdresser, ang aking husband.
Ay, wow.
Diba, si Paul.
Galing.
Alam mo bakit?
Okay po, bakit
Siya kasi ang bumili ng rollers ko.
Wow.
Ang nakakatawa, alam mo, mabait talaga yung husband ko eh. Sabi ko sa kanya, Papa, hindi ako makakabili ng rollers. Pwede ba, habang nandito tayo sa mall, kasi meron akong kliyente, sabi ko, pwede bang ikaw bumili? Imagine mo, ang aking husband bald. Yung talagang inalis na niya yung buhok niya, no? So imagine mo, sabi niya, alam mo mama, nung kinukuha ko yung mga rollers mo, nakatingin lahat sila sa akin. Sinabayan ko ba na suklay? Sabi niya ganyan. So sabi niya, dahil sa pagmamahal ko sa'yo. Ayan, diba? Yan ang mga...
Sandali, bakit pala wala si Miss Sha?
Miss Sha, congratulations. Congratulate po natin si Sha kasi po, ang book launch niya ngayon sa Cebu. Busy po siya dun sa kanyang librong, Is It Time to Quit Your Job? Ang kanyang
napakagandang libro noon, launching.
Mabubulabog po lahat sila.
Okay, at binabati po natin, sabi ni Sir Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez, ang atin pong, of course, ang ating producer. At sabi niya, hi to Tita Susan. Hi, hello daw po.
Hello po, hello.
Happy listening to Manang Celia de Guzman. And of course, we promote the workshop. Ang tawag po sa workshop na yun ay Voice Acting and Dubbing Workshop. So sa mga nais po na ma-improve ang kanilang boses pamamagitan ng pag-arte using their voice, pati po sa dubbing, ay mag-join po kayo sa Voice Works. Yun po ay magsimula sa October 7. And of course, congratulations Sir Choi kasi kayo po ay one of the finalists ng for National Book Award. Ang kanyang book na gusto kong maging voice actor, parang yun yata yun. Or voice talent, ayun, that's the book.
Galing naman.
Okay, siguro po, pakilala na po natin ang ating guest for this morning.
Opo. We're blessed today because we have two lovely ladies again. Ano mo ba? Napapansin mo mga women.
Oo nga.
Gorgeous women ang ating parating authors
kaya ulit
ngayon.
magkakaroon ng tayo mga guys na authors.
Oo, mag-recruit tayo ng mga interviews. Ang amin pong mga guests, to start with, she's very close to me kasi we've been together for the past 38 years of our life.
Wow.
Bri, nagliligawan pa lang ang iyong nanay at tatay. Hindi ka pa pinapanganak. Magkaibigan na po kami ng ating author. She's a mother of 3 and grandmother of 2. Buti pa siya, meron na. And ito po, she'd like to be introduced as the co-author of her book, Encircled by Loving Presence, It is the Lord. I'd like to introduce to you Miss Malu Delgado, the wife of my prayer partner, Bien Delgado.
Hey, good morning po.
Good morning.
Morning,
Susan,
Malu.
Bri. Thank you for having me here.
And the other author po natin, ay nako, nakakatuwa rin po siya. She's a relationship coach and romance author. Alam niyo po, nakakatuwa yung mga pagkukwentuhan namin kanina because she teaches people love facts and love fiction so you can enjoy better love stories in real life. And she'll talk about her SPRG trilogy. Mamaya natin malaman kung anong ibig sabihin ng SPRG. At mamaya rin natin malalaman kung saan niyo po makukuha itong kanyang mga libro. I'd like to introduce to you Eileen Santos.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
Bri. Good morning, Miss Susan.
Okay, simulan na po natin ang ating diskusyon at kwentuhan.
Siguro it would be good for us to, for you to share paano tayo nagsimula magsulat ng ating mga libro. Malu probably can share, especially when you said kanina, I'm just the co-author of my book.
Well, it actually started when I was in a retreat And while doing my reflection, I could really say I received the words from the Lord telling me to write a book. When I heard that, I looked up into the heavens and I said, Lord, you mean me? Because writing is not my cup of tea. It's something that I don't want to do. So I was disturbed for the whole morning, but it kept on persisting. Write the book. And when I heard the words from the Lord saying, okay, I will be the author and you be my co-author, then I said, Lord, that makes a difference. Sige, go na ako. And then He gave me all the circumstances wherein He really was there. He inspired me in the lives of my family, extended family, friends, and even strangers. So that's how I started to really be serious about writing a book.
Siguro, Balu, you can tell us one of your favorite stories in the book
One,
you co-authored.
yes. There was a time when we were in Laguna to have a seminar in Santa Rosa, Laguna. And my friends decided that we will attend Mass, in the poblacion. So a group of us went there to the poblacion in Santa Rosa. On our way there, I was feeling something, and I was telling my friend, I think there's something going to happen, but I cannot explain what it is. I just feel it. And she said, that's the way I feel too. So when we reached we got lost actually, but when we reached the church, thank God we did, there was no Mass. Tapos na pala. So I stayed at the door of the church, and as I was standing there, I heard the words, come nearer. O sige po, Lord. Ganun lang naman ako, sige po, Lord. So I went in the middle of the church, and then further He said, no, come nearer to the front. O sige po, Lord. So I knelt down, and on my left side was a woman, and so she was praying intently, and I started to hear again the Lord telling me, touch her and pray over her. So I looked up the altar and I said, Lord, you must be joking. Kung sampalin ako niyan, hindi naman niya ako kilala. Para bang pinakialaman ko. And but I know in my heart that's what He wanted. So I said, Lord, can I ask her permission if I can touch her and pray over her? And the Lord said, yes, go ahead. So I asked her if I could do that. And the moment my hand touched her back, she started to cry. Yung hagulgul. Hindi lang yung ganun. Talagang hagulgul siya. So, I was praying in tongues. So, I didn't really know what I was praying about. And then, the words, okay, your mission is done. So, when I was starting to go back to my prayer, and the Lord said, it is okay, now you can go. So when I was starting to move away from the front of the church, my friends were telling me, Malu, dali, hinahabol ka nung babae. Oh no, I said, I knew it. So I waited for her outside the church in the courtyard, and then she embraced me, and then she said, thank you, thank you. I don't know what happened, but she said, thank you so much. I said, at that moment, I said, you know what I feel? Only the love of the Lord. Nothing else. The love of the Lord, not only for you, but for me and for all of us. That is how much He loves us. Go back to Him. and to also go to Mama Mary as their help in whatever you are experiencing with your family problems. And she wanted to get my name, where I live, and all this. I said, no, you do not need me. You only need the Lord. Because truly, it is the Lord.
Yeah, galing. So, nandito po yan sa, yung story po na kwento ninyo, nandito po sa book ninyo.
Yes, nandyan. Nandyan. Nice.
Okay. So, the title of the book is Encircled by His Loving Presence.
And makikita mo dito, you know, when we had the book launch, makikita niyo po yung kanyang cover. Nung nakita ko to, nangilabot po ako talaga kasi makita mo, it is the Lord.
Yes.
And as Malu said, everything and anything that you will see here, it's really something that will tell God is really alive, no, Malu?
Yes, true, Susan.
One of the things also that I'd like to ask Malu, how do you know it's the Lord talking? Kasi di ba minsan sasabihin pa, paano mo lalaman siya talaga yung nagsasalita, di ba? Kung minsan sasabihin mo, masyado ko bang presumptuous, ganyan, no? So I'd like to ask, how do you discern when it's the Lord talking or it's just you thinking about it?
Actually, in my time of silence, which I do constantly, going to the adoration and just emptying myself, it's like a training. It's like a training, then you know when it is the Lord who speaks to you. It is in our hearts, and it's just strong, and it's so persistent, and you know it is not for you. It's always for the good of other people. When He gives instructions and when He inspires me to do this and that for others, it's very rare that it's for myself. Siguro pag ako may problema lang, stressed out. But, you know, He comforts me. But when most of the time, it is for others.
Sure.
That is God's love for all of us.
Yan, napakinggan po ninyo.
Napaka-inspiring, no? Lalo na Sunday ngayon, parang
Sige,
puno-puno tayo
oo
ng
nga.
pagmamahal ng Panginoon.
Tama, Sunday na Sunday, bagay. Ano? Babalikan ulit natin
Yes.
si Ma'am Malu at punta naman tayo sa atin po nga isang guest na author. Okay.
Yes.
At papakwento naman po
Ang love
tayo.
author din natin.
Kung paano po siya nagsulat at nagsimulang sumulat ng libro at hindi lang isa, 3 pa kagad.
Okay. But actually, these aren't my first books. I've been, technically, yung writing journey ko, I've been writing since I was a teenager. And I got first published in a magazine, Love Story, syempre. Ano pa ba yung sinusulat ng teenager, di ba? I got first published when I was 14 years old. And I won love story writing contests when I was 14.
Puno ng pagmamahal din si Aya.
In high school, ang support
In high school. And then before I did this trilogy, I've been actually a magazine editor, a trainer of magazine editors, and I've been a scriptwriter. Yes. Should I mention the network? Is that fine? I was a scriptwriter for ABS-CBN Foundation, and I used to be a brainstormer for Star Cinema. It was a long time ago. So there. So this isn't the first time that I've been writing. I've been writing a long time, but this came about kasi it started when I saw in National Bookstore, where my book is also available, by the way. But in National Bookstore, I saw, one time I was there, syempre, authors, mahilig magbasa, I saw how very available yung mga witchcraft books.
Yeah.
Yan. So, because, so if you notice, this is a paranormal romance trilogy. It's fiction, teen fiction. But my history kasi, when I was a teenager, I encountered paranormal situations.
Oh, that's why.
Yes. So, in fact, is it okay? Can I share this story? Parang where everything really intersects. So, when I was, one thing na uso noon, when I was in high school is yung Spirit of the Coin. You guys know that. Okay, note to everyone listening, please do not play Spirit of the Coin or Ouija board or anything. I can explain to you later, pero you can read my books. It's really a spiritual thing. But back then, I thought parang laro siya, and then syempre nakakatuwa dahil you get answers. So we've been doing Spirit of the Coin for a while, me and my classmates, and then ginagawa ko na rin sa bahay. So during one time, I was, I think, 14 or 15 years old. I played Spirit of the Coin by myself. And then, ang tinanong ko, so spirit, are you in? And then may spirit, tapos mag-isa lang ako. Tapos tinanong ko, ano yung name ng man na mapapangasawa ko?
Okay.
And lo and behold,
And it moved.
it moved and it spelled out a full name. So may first name and may last name. So seven
Nakikinig ka ba?
letters sa first name, and then 8 letters sa last name. And then syempre, inisip ko parang nakakagimbal na parang naimbento ko lang ba tong pangalan na to? So parang it's not every day that you supposedly get the name of the person you're going to marry. So I ended that, and then I was thinking about that. Syempre, pag-iisipan mo, teenager ka. And I was thinking, siguro may meet ko pag 20s na ako, ganon. But lo and behold, 1 week later, lumapit sa akin yung classmate ko na friend ko. Because we go to an all-girls school. And then may all-boys school next door. Gano'n naman usually.
Yeah.
And then she said, Eileen, may gustong makipagkilala sa'yo. May nakakita sa'yo, I think one time during a fair. And then nakita niya na friend mo ko. And then ako yung in-approach niya. Tapos, he wants me to introduce you to him. He's from the all-boys school next door. So, syempre, 15 years old, 14 years old, anong pinaka-importanting question? Cute ba? Diba? And then sabi niya, ay nako, Eileen, super, super cute. So, ano na, di ba? Yun lang naman ang standards ng pag teenager. And then tinanong ko, oh, wait, teka, anong name? And she gave me the exact name that I got from the Ouija board. The full name, first, the same 7 letters in the first name, same 8 letters in the last name. So parang, looking back now, I thank Eileen of 15 years old kasi I realized at that time it was a crossroads. Na parang, if I tell her, sige, i-introduce mo kami, I knew myself back then na I knew na I would be weak enough to, parang, ano pa man ang personality niya, most likely pag nanligaw siya, magiging mag-boyfriend kami. Bakit? Kasi, what if he's my destiny? Di ba? And then, kahit super bad boyfriend pa siya, iisipin ko parati na, we will get married eventually. Kasi, parang it never happens. The name came out in a very amazing, out of this world way. So yun, parang talaga nag-isip ako, papakilala ba ako or hindi. And then, eventually I decided na if we're really meant to be together, then God will find a way for us to meet again. So yun, kasi I knew na at 15, I would not make good choices. And then, that was when I put God into the picture na parang the name came out of a Ouija board from one unknown spirit. So my question was, what did God have to say about my love life?
Ang galing
Sige,
naman.
babalikan natin yan, ha?
Para may
Abangan natin. Oo, sige. Bago tayo mag-commercial break, batiin muna natin, Tita Susan, ang mga bumabati sa atin ngayon, mga nanonood ng live. So,
We have, mga kaibigan ko to.
Ayan.
Willie Boy, hi. And then we have Tina also watching, Tina Zamora. Christine Achi.
okay. So
And then we have Beth also. And ang aking kapatid ni Paul, my husband, si Kuya Nards from Australia.
Kobe is watching. Miss Ankat Lopez is watching. MJ Brosas from Arizona is watching. Good morning, the author's voice. Okay. Sabi ni Miss Ankat. Good morning,
Hi,
Coach
Kat.
Eileen and Miss Malu. Happy Sunday to Bryson and Sean. Of course, may bago na tayo kasama, si Tita Susan. Miss Leila Villoy is watching from Batangas, from Lipa.
And also Vanch Uy Kwaki. See you in Korea, Vanch.
Okay, so magbabalik po ang The Author's Voice. Huwag po kayong maglilipat ng channel. Okay, pagpalipas lamang po ng ilang paalala.
TriMedia, DZRJ, 8:10 AM, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. lindol at nasa loob ng isang gusali, gawin ang duck, cover, and hold. Habang lumilindol, yumuko o umupo, magtago sa ilalim ng matibay na mesa at humawak hanggang humupa ang lindol. Lumayo sa mga babasagin, gaya ng bintana, estante at cabinet na maaaring bumagsak. Pag humupa ng lindol, lumabas ka agad ng gusali at pumunta sa open area. Huwag gumamit ng elevator o escalator sa inyong paglabas. Suriin ang sarili at mga kasama kung may nasugatan. Maging alerto dahil maaaring magkaroon ng aftershocks. Tandaan, paghandaan ang sariling kaligtasan. Isang paalala mula sa TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Deliver. Stand out and be the best with 8 TriMedia Pro Incorporated. Your way to infinite possibilities.
Kay Dazer, ang nag-isang action lady. Sa bago nitong tahanan, DZRJ 8:10 AM. Ito ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ 8:10 AM. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
At nagbabalik pa rin po ang The Author's Voice. Ako pa rin po ang inyong happiness teacher and laughter yoga leader, Bryson Bonsol.
At ako po naman si Susan Vidal, ang inyong kitchen sink gospel teacher.
Okay, so balikan po natin ang ating naputol na kwentuhan kanina. Sige po.
Okay, so yung previously in the story. Okay, so my friend was there. She was asking me, Eileen, do I introduce you? And she wanted to introduce me to this guy na cute daw at may crush sa akin. And yung name niya ang lumabas dun sa isang Ouija board session na ako lang nakakaalam. And so I had to make a decision. And after so much thinking, I told her, wag na, don't introduce us. Because that's when I started to realize na the Ouija board session, it could be any spirit. That's why I'm warning people against that. Kasi it could be any spirit, and most likely it's not a good spirit. Very likely. I mean, God wouldn't need to go into a coin to bless you, to influence you.
That's true.
And then I ask myself, what does God have to say about my love story? So, and if it's if that's really, this guy is my destiny, then He will find a way. He's God. He will find a way for us to meet again. Okay, so fast forward years later, actually ang dami pang nangyari noon. In high school and college, I was a practicing psychic. In a way, I was really into the paranormal, into these things. And in fact, nanguhula ako. Even yung mga professors ko nagpapahula sa akin. Hi, professors! Okay. But after college, I attended a Life in the Spirit seminar with my boyfriend. With my boyfriend then. Okay? And then, I attended that. It was the Lord's Flock, and it was a 6-week Life in the Spirit seminar na talaga intensive. And I learned really about spiritual warfare and all these things. And then that's when, parang yung kwento nga ni Miss Malu, na when you learn how to hear God's voice, then you learn to recognize it. And during that Life in the Spirit seminar, I got my answer. Kasi all throughout my practicing psychic days, my question has always been, yes, I know through the Bible na God doesn't want fortune telling. Pero I felt that I was helping people. Parang I was helping people gain clarity, all of these things. So I did not know, and I felt like it was my gift. And people were thanking me. So I didn't know why it conflicted with what God was saying. So kaya nanguhula ako before, nagpe-pray ako just before. And then, but during that Life in the Spirit seminar, may message ni God sa akin. It was very clear, and it was super good timing. Kasi sabi niya, okay, Eileen, do you believe that I love you? And then I said, yes, Lord. Okay, and do you trust me? Okay, so I said, yes, Lord, I trust you. Okay, so if you do trust me and you trust in my love, then why do you need to go to fortune telling to be secure about your future? There. And then he even used the metaphor of my boyfriend. Parang sinabi niya, so your boyfriend, do you think he loves you? Parang, yes, actually, Lord, I do. And then, do you trust him? Tapos sabi ko, yes, Lord, I do. Parang, would you jeopardize your relationship by flirting with other guys? Okay. Parang, so it's the same thing. So parang that's when I realized what spiritual warfare and what the occult really is, because that's what I also saw. People na lumalapit sa akin para magpahula, nagiging addicted sila. And that's why I was using the Ouija board before. I wanted assurances. I wanted answers. I felt that God's answers were taking too long or were parang too symbolic na parang, Lord, paki-explain na agad, pero hindi. But then, He's not concerned just about our blessings, but also our growth. That's the thing. And we are growing every time we learn to trust, every time we do all of these things. So fast forward years later, I got my master's degree in counseling psychology. So now I'm a registered guidance counselor. And I'm a certified professional coach internationally, and I focus on relationship coaching. Yeah, so that's why my books, they're fiction, yes, but you know, you can't separate those two things. I'm teaching love facts and love fiction here, but the biggest love story here is how much God really loves you.
Wow.
There.
Pag-usapan po natin yung books po ninyo.
Okay, so I started out, I told you that it started when I was in a bookstore, and I was alarmed by the number of available books about witchcraft. And simple spells for teens. And I knew kasi, Eileen when I was 15 years old, if I had these books, I would be on a different path right now. I won't be a relationship coach and romance author. Baka psychic hotline network, baka iba yung website ko, ganon. I would still be doing that, but in a different way. And I know it wouldn't be good for my soul or the people that I would be helping. So I was aiming to create a book called the top 10 things teens need to know about the paranormal. But then when I was writing that, so I've been writing articles for a long time, and I've been writing scripts. While I was writing that, God actually gave me the whole arc. Talagang not one book, not two books, but a 3-book arc.
3 yun talaga.
3 talaga. For stories. Yes, for 3 stories about one girl. So a girl who doesn't believe in God here. So it starts out Voices in the Theater. So she doesn't believe in God, but she starts hearing things. Okay, so here, Voices in the Theater. She doesn't believe in God. Samantha Davidson, Filipino American who moves here to Manila and studies here in the university, De La Salle University, and joins the newly formed SPRG org, which stands for Student Paranormal Research Group, because she's looking for answers. But instead of, just plain answers, she gets more questions. And then when she starts hearing things, in fact, ang ano ko rito is, she doesn't believe in heaven, but she starts hearing angels. She doesn't believe in hell, but she starts getting tormented by demons. And she knows from her life that God does not exist. But what if He's the only one who can make things right? So that's her journey into believing. So here in Voices in the Theater, she hears things, and they investigate cases. So parang it's really an adventure for teens. And then in book 2, Corpse in the Mirror, she starts seeing things. There. So she starts seeing things, and it's not just a love triangle, it's a love quadrangle. Kasi may tatlo siyang pinagpipilian, guys.
Wow,
di ba? Tatlo. Habang
naghahanap pa.
College pa lang. And book 3, Darkness in the World, she realizes the big picture of the battle between good and evil, and she realizes that she needs help in fighting back. So that's why it's Darkness in the World. And if you notice, parang here, this is actually this Manila City Hall. Yes, yung nasa maliit na tower dyan. Kasi it's really set in the Philippines, in Manila, Philippines. All the places there. And what's really, when I was writing this, I was actually scared na i-excommunicate ako ni Pope. Dahil it's paranormal romance, angels, demons. But then, Voices in the Theater, when it actually came out, it's published by Shepherd's Voice and Shepherd's Voice Publications. It's available in National Bookstore, all national bookstores and other bookstores nationwide. These two, they're for online sales lang so far. But when this came out, this actually became a finalist for the Cardinal Sin Catholic Book Awards for youth. So yeah, so parang I'm happy na hindi ako na excommunicate. Kasi by that time, when I was writing the trilogy, it was Pope Benedict pa na parang medyo strict. Pero ngayon it's Pope Francis, so thank you, Lord.
But the message, diba?
But that's glad. I'm glad that people are getting the message, and I've been getting feedback. When I was doing a book signing in Cebu, may lumapit sa akin, sabi niya, ang bugbog na yung book niya. When she came to me, sabi niya, she lost her fire, she left community, and then she read my book. It's fiction, but the fire came back and she started serving again. So parang yun yung mga and it's always and I'm really touched by that. I know that this is bigger than me. It's not my message. It's really God. I mean, I really can't do this by myself. And then everyone who has read all 3 books, parating their message to me is, I cried. Parang religious feels nga daw, #religious feels. And then they always say na because of the trilogy, they want to go back closer to God again. And that is really the point of all this. Yes.
Very spiritual naman ang ating show ngayon.
Sunday kasi This is the Lord's Day also.
And it's also pala, as a psychologist, I want to mention, it's World Suicide Prevention Day today. And I actually deal just a little bit about suicide here in Voices in the Theater, because that's one of the things that happens when someone is depressed. And really, suicide is preventable. But because depression is treatable. And what happens during depression, you get all these thoughts, you hear all these things about how worthless you are, how people are, better off without you, but they're all lies. That's why it is a spiritual war. It is.
I'd like to catch what she said a while ago, Eileen, no? You said, here you are, very in tune with the Lord na, no? And yet, meron pa rin yung chatter na saying, excommunicate ka dyan sa ginagawa mo.
Yes, oh my gosh.
So, you will really see that the more that you get closer to the Lord, di ba sabi nga, when someone, sa Bible nakalagay yun pag nilinis mo yung katawan mo, 7 yung bumabalik para talagang guluhin ka. So that's the one that we'd like to share with you also, that the Lord is stronger than anything, than anyone.
Amen.
No? And Malu, probably can share also your experience, no? I'd like to, because I read your book last night, no, about, and it's the birthday of Mama Mary on September 8th.
Yes.
Probably you can share also naman how Mama Mary in your story life, no, has something to do also that is so significant.
Actually, when I was doing the book, I just felt Mama Mary had to be part of it. I cannot put her out of it, because I do believe that the intimacy of the mother and the son is really something else. And that inspiration actually came from this movie, The Passion of Christ. Remember that movie? I don't know if that really happened during that time, but for me, it was the most touching part there. Was when Jesus was being scourged, and Mama Mary was cleaning the blood of Jesus in the upper level, and when Mama Mary started to kiss the floor, the exact location, Jesus looked up at the exact place where Mama Mary kissed the floor, and I said, in my reflection, that is how intimate the mother and the son. And it's not only for them, but for all of us also, to be that intimate with Jesus. We know when He is there. We know that He is there wanting to communicate with us, to make sure that we know He loves us.
That's true. Kasi if you look at it, Mama Mary, among all human beings, siya lang yung talagang antagal niyang kasama si Jesus, particularly in his private life. Who else would know him but the mother, no?
Very first
Even
disciple.
tayo, di ba? So it was only 3 years of public life. Now it's all, and prior to that, it's all Mama Mary and Jesus in the private.
Maganda nung kinukwento nila sa atin dito, Susan. I'm sure na ang daming nabe-bless po ngayon na nakikinig sa ating authors, kasi ang sinasabi nila dito, talaga pag inspired ka, dire-diretso yung daloy ng pagsusulat, at hindi nila sinasabi na ako sumulat nito. Sa akin galing to. Ang galing, no? Talagang may humility at talagang they acknowledge the source, and that is God.
Yes.
Paano yun? Paano po dumadalo yung inspiration sa pagsusulat?
Okay.
Tulad po sa inyo, sabi po ninyo, binigay kagad 3.
Oo eh.
How long did it take you to write the 3 books?
3 years. So, but I'm doing a lot of other things. As long as I have my outline, kasama yan doon sa script writing discipline kasi I have my outline. Pero when I write fiction, you were asking me how people write fiction kasi so I've also been writing magazine articles before. But God gave me this gift of translating things into stories. So when I write fiction, para siyang buhay na may outline ka, alam mo yung plano mo sa buhay mo, mag-aaral ka ng college, magkakatrabaho ka, pero yung details of every step of the way, you don't know how it's going to turn out. So that's actually what happens when I write fiction. I know it's gonna have a good ending, a satisfying ending, pero so andun yung outline, but every step of the way, parang it's like I'm watching it. And I'm typing it down.
Wow, movie siya talaga.
In a way, movie and everything. It's like I'm also feeling everything that the characters are feeling. And then nasusurprise ako. So when I write, what actually happens is I'm excited to find out what's going to happen next. Yes, actually. And then, especially here, may part rito. Kasi so here, she hears things. And then she's being attacked by demons. And then, nung nasa pupunta ng climax na she's really being attacked and her loved ones are being attacked, parang how do you fight back when all you can do is hear things? Diba? Parang, ang lame naman ng power niya, diba? Pero so parang, nandun na ako sa point na sabi ko, Lord, paano to? And then sabi ko, Lord, bahala ka na. So ginawa ko, natulog ako. 3 hours later, it really arrives talaga parang when you're used to that's what a relationship is. When you're used to talking to someone, you recognize that person's voice. So 3 hours later when I woke up, the ending was there and it was very clear and it was parang oh my gosh Lord, hindi ko maiisip yon. And then and I have so many reference books rin kasi syempre I had to check if it's aligned with catechism. I checked with catechism, with exorcism books, with all these spiritual warfare books. It was so aligned. So I know that it's not me. Hindi talaga. And everything is here. I know people who are not that spiritual. They appreciate na everything here is here. The psychology, the science, kasi may physics rin dito about the paranormal, and may spiritual side rin. So, talagang everything is always in alignment. So I know it's not me talaga.
I wanted to share this because I also teach authors, or aspiring authors, and they would always ask, how do you do it? And I always say, there's one message that the Lord will always hound you. And you're the only one He will ask you to write. And I think on your part, that's it, no? Yung parang tipong hindi buo, nakita mo yung framework, pero every step of the way, naghihintay ka na, ano susunod, Lord? Parang teleserye.
Parang life, diba, actually. Parang nag-aaral ka, hindi mo alam papasa ka ba o hindi. So you really, you're looking at the next chapter, next chapter, next chapter. And that's why you really have to strengthen the muscle of faith. And hope and trust.
Strengthen the muscle of faith.
Yes.
Kasi tama, kasi habang inaantay mo yung susunod, siyempre, aware ka din tama ba yung susulat mo? Kasi sabi nyo nga po, tama ba to in relation sa faith, sa catechism, tama ba to sa science,
psychology,
lahat
and physics. Oh yes.
Kasi
oh my
God.
gosh.
Ginagamit po kayo dyan ng mga terminology na yun nga po, pati yung sa New Age pa, dire-diretso yan kung tama, no?
Not really New Age, pero parang andito yung string theory, dimension, quantum theory, and then psychology, yun. So I've gotten from all those, and then, in one of the things that I've read in my research, there are two things that demons don't understand: love and science.
You take note, ha?
Love and science.
Love,
because love is about yung talagang God's love for us, and they have rejected that. And science, because God is a God of order. Nothing really happens without Him having placed the rules in the universe to allow them to happen.
Wow, what a wisdom, Eileen. Natututo kami lahat sa'yo. I-hashtag natin yun, love and science.
Yes.
Sige, puputulin muna po natin ulit for a short commercial break. Pero bago po tayo mag-commercial, bumati muna po tayo sa mga nanonood. Sandali, baka may gusto muna po kayong batiin.
Yes, oo nga pala.
Yes, actually, I want to, doon sa mga nagtatanong, in case, did I ever meet Ouija board guy?
Yes.
The answer is no. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And then what happened was I married the guy that I went to the Life in the Spirit seminar with because we grew together in our relationship with God. And that is the best kind of love story na it's your free will and God had a say in it.
Okay.
Yan, quotable quote yan. It's your free will, but God has a say in it.
Yes, and they're there right now. Buong full force ang family ko. They're in the lobby. Yes.
Okay.
I would just like to make a little advertisement. On September 13 to the 16, I think, will be the International Book Fair.
Oh, yeah.
At MOA.
SMX.
In SMX. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. And I will have a book signing September 13, 1 to 3.
Okay.
September 13
po, 1 to 3.
And the book has also been nominated this year for the Cardinal Seal.
Authors natin. Congratulations. Sige po. So, proud of you, dear Susan, sabi ni Miss Vange. Sabi ni Toby, Blessed Sunday po. Sabi ni Grace, hey, that's my friend Susan. Sabi ni Miss Sharon Doroteo, mutual friend pala natin si Miss Sharon. Hi, Eileen and Bryson. Proud to have worked in an event with these two. Tignan mo nga naman si followers. Sige po, magbabalik po ang The Author's Voice pagkalipas po ng ilang paalala.
TriMedia, DZRJ, 8:10 AM, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Makibahagi sa bawat talakayan, ihayag ang inyong reaksyon sa mga programa ng TriMedia sa aming mga social media accounts. TriMedia-TV sa Facebook, TriMedia DZRJ 810 sa Twitter, at TriMedia sa Instagram. Makiisa sa bawat programa ng TriMedia sa social media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Tag-ulan na naman. Sigurado, uso na naman ang baha. Maging handa, lalo na kung bahain ang inyong lugar. Dapat laging ready ang emergency kit. Laman nito ay pagkain, tubig, gamot at damit na magagamit hanggang 3 araw. Kung may alagang hayop, samahan din ito ng kanyang gamit at pagkain. Tandaan, paghandaan ang sariling kaligtasan. Isang paalala mula sa TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. Mas masaya ang usapan kapag BFFs ang kakwentuhan. Tara na at pag-usapan ang mga kwentong patok sa ating mga BFFs, buhay, family, friends, at samut-sari pang iba. Sasamahan tayo ng mga bago nating BFFs na sina Christine Bersolababaw, Ricon Leonardo. Narito na ang masayang kwentuhan tuwing Sabado, Usapang BFFs. Ito ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ, 810 AM. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
At nagbabalik po ang The Author's Voice. Ito pa rin po ang inyong happiness teacher and laughter yoga leader, Bryson Bonsol.
At ako po naman ay si Susan Vidal, ang kitchen sink gospel author.
Okay, kasama pa rin po natin ang ating guest na mga manunulat na si Miss Malu at si Miss Eileen. Sige po, for their tips and paano ba natin sila ma-reach kung gusto po ninyong bumili ng kanilang libro?
Okay. My book is available at the Claritian bookstore in Quezon City. Christ the King Seminary Store in sa tapat lang. And also All Saints St. Paul's bookstore.
Yes, sa SM lahat.
SM lahat.
Okay, thank you
All
po.
right. Okay. Konting tip lang to those who want to write. The best writing comes from two places. First is when you have something burning that you won't need to share.
Yes.
And so talagang people need to know about this. So that's why you get that's the source of inspiration. And the second is when you have questions and you need to ask. So these questions lead to answers, and maybe even if they don't lead to answers, when you encourage people to ask questions, then that's good as well.
Yes.
Better questions. So, Voices in the Theater, Book 1 of the SPRG Trilogy, it's published by Shepherd's Voice. Nabanggit ni Ms. Malu yung MIBF, Manila International Book Fair sa SMX this September 13 to 17. This is available in all national bookstores worldwide and St. Paul and fully booked. But special treat, it will be on 70% off at the Manila International Book Fair. Yes, so only at the Kerygma Books stalls. So ano siya, if you go to my Facebook page, so facebook.com/Coach Eileen Santos, meron na akong pinost doon na printable na pass, so you can enter the book fair for free. And parang sponsored na kayo ng Kerygma Books, ng Shepherd's Voice. This is usually in national, it's 275, but during just those days in the Kerygma sale, it's 100 pesos only. So super sale. Meanwhile, itong books 2 and 3, I only have very limited copies for online selling. If you need those who already have book 1 or gusto mo kumpleto yung set agad, then you can go to www.authorEileenSantos.com. So that's www.authorEileenSantos.com, and everything is there about the SPRG Trilogy and how you can get this delivered. But it's only available in the Philippines, and I think I'm down to my last 50 copies of both.
Is it available on ebook?
In ebook format, it used to be available, pero i-relaunch namin ng aking ebook publisher naman.
Para
Yes.
naman
on
even
Amazon, yes.
rest of the world can also
Yes.
buy.
Okay, so ano po, antabayanan po ninyo ang ating dalawang authors sa Manila International Book Fair. Ang kanila pong libro ay naroroon, kaya sa mga sa mga mahilig magbasa ng libro, ay, naku, pumunta po kayo doon, mag-swimming kayo sa mga libro.
Grabe yung mga sale. Super.
Okay, tita, last words natin for this episode.
Okay. So nakita po natin na ang dami-dami nating natututunan habang tayo nagsusulat at tayo rin po ay nakikinig. So sa mga aspiring authors po, just show up and just take that pen and write. Ako kasi I started with writing by my hand. Or just go to the computer and say, Lord, halika na, magsulat na tayo. And you will see that you are just by the hand of the Lord and He is the main author. Magandang Sunday po sa inyong lahat.
Alright, so magkarinigan ulit tayo next Sunday para naman sa isang oras ng inspiration, motivation, and empowerment dito lang sa The Author's Voice. At maya-maya po, wag po ulit kayo maglilipat ng channel dahil meron po na naman about business, entrep, radio. Marami po kayo matututunan. Muli sa ngalan po ng aming founder at producer, ang nag-iisang voice master ng Pilipinas, Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez, at ng aming co-host, ang ating book writing coach na si Miss Sha Nasino. Ako po ang inyong happiness teacher at laughter yoga leader, Bryson Bonsol.
At ako po naman ay si Susan Vidal, ang kitchen sink gospel book author niyo.
Alright, see you next Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday!
Welcome to Author's Voice, a unique radio program for authors and aspiring authors to get tips, inspiration, and strategies on how to write and publish books. Author's Voice, hosted by Siya Nasino, a venue where you can get to know authors and their author stories. Every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here at DZRJ, 8:10 a.m. TriMedia, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. TriMedia, DZRJ, ang